are in fact getting some more breaking updates from Chandigarh, viewers, where the litmus test, as it was being called for the INDI Alliance, that they have lost the Chandigarh mayoral polls. And we had seen the BJP candidate Manoj Sonkar in fact has won the post of the mayor, and 16 votes that had been cast in the name of BJP, following which the BJP in fact has made the mayor there in Chandigarh. In fact, our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor is also joining us on the broadcast. Abhishek, walk us through the details and interpretation essentially of this update that we are getting from Chandigarh. This was being called as the litmus test for the INDI Alliance, and now we
हमें 20 के 20 वोट डालनी थी, इन्होंने हमें कुछ नहीं दिखाया, कोई बैलेट पेपर हमें शो नहीं किया गया। पहले भी हमारे बैलेट पेपर पर निशान पाए गए, हमारे बैलेट पेपर के पीछे मार था, पेन से इन्होंने डॉट लगाई हुई थी। जब इनका वो प्लान फेल हो गया तो इन्होंने प्लान बी यूज किया। जो हमारी पार्टी आदेश कहेगी हम उसके अनुसार कहेंगे, पर जो भी इन्होंने किया ये शरेआम धोखा किया है। पहली बार इतिहास में ऐसा हुआ है कि काउंटिंग एजेंट को बुलाया तक नहीं गया और अपने आप रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया। ये शरेआम जब बीजेपी के लिए देखा कि हम अभी अपनी पार्टी के जो सीनियर लीडर्स हैं उनके से डिस्कस करके जैसा भी वो हमें डायरेक्शन देंगे हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग लेंगे।
मेरे ख्याल नाल दलजीत जी ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ भी बहुत लंबा समय हो गया है, पर मैं एक गल ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ कहना चाहता है कि ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨੋਟ ਕਰੋ कि ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ। ਹਾਈ ਕੋਰਟ ਦੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ जो प्ले एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने किया है। जा तो आप इनका इंटरव्यू लीजिए, मैं बाद में होता हूँ, क्योंकि ये शोर ही मचाएंगे। देखिए ये शोर ही मचा सकते हैं। ठग बंद बीजेपी सरकार देना चाहूंगा। हाँ जी,
all right. That was a live reaction that we were picking up, and we had cut across to that. But viewers, as the breaking updates coming in and reactions also pouring in of the Chandigarh mayoral polls, where we are looking at a disgruntled delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party, who had in fact given up their consensus candidate in this election, had been also calling it a litmus test for the INDI Alliance in the run-up to the 2024 polls. And now a disgruntled delegation of the INDI bloc, in fact, stating that their mics were not working, that there were marks behind the ballot papers, and that there was unfair voting that was happening. And once again, let me bring in our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, on the broadcast. Abhishek, how do you, would you decipher this entire mayoral polls result that has come out, and how it was being called as a litmus test for the INDI Alliance, who has now lost?
Well, you see, this was the first coordination between the alliance partners, and it has come undone. We are yet to hear about the final breakup. The BJP has got 15 votes out of 35, and so it seems that the alliance partners did not work in tandem. We are, as I said, yet to hear about the exact numbers split, based on which the BJP has got its mayor elected in Chandigarh municipal polls. It's a small development by itself, but a mark of the incoherence that's there in whatever the INDI does in terms of coordinating their efforts and steps. In Punjab, in any case, the alliance had come undone. Priyanka, we know that the Bhagwant Singh Mann, the chief minister, had announced that insofar as Punjab is concerned, there is no alliance and they are going to contest on all 13 seats. There's a fallout of that. But in the first electoral test ahead of elections, elections in which again we saw this incoherence at play between various INDI partners. I think after the Nitish Kumar development of Bihar, effectively on the ground, the INDI Alliance is no more. And what the Chandigarh municipal mayoral poll shows is that this is just one more evidence of INDI Alliance having evaporated even before the election commission announced the elections.
Well, absolutely. Abhishek, thank you for joining us on the broadcast as we go once again on the ground to my colleague Amandeep, who is tracking the entire results as well for us. Amandeep, if you can hear me, please break down the details of it. And we were just a few moments ago also hearing how a disgruntled delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party had been once again stating that there was some kind of mischief that had been done by the BJP in the mayoral polls. First up, if you could break down the details and the numbers, if you have them, of how many votes, vote count of the BJP, and also what essentially are the allegations now being raised by the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress.
Well, absolutely, Priyanka. Total number of votes, 36 votes has been polled, and 35 councillor, 1 Lok Sabha member of parliament, that is Kiran Kher. They all have casted their vote for the mayoral polls. And in fact, when the presiding officer started counting the votes, he have counted the right number. 36 members have casted their vote. And when he was just checking out the validity of the votes, that either some error is being conducted in the votes that has been casted by the councillors and the MP. So he has find out that 8 votes that were polled having some error, and those votes has been cancelled. And BJP finally got 16 votes, and INDI Alliance stick to 12 votes, and 8 votes has been cancelled. And finally, presiding officer has announced that BJP's candidate Manoj Kumar Sonekar has elected as a mayor of Chandigarh Municipal Corporation. And now the INDI Alliance councillors were putting up the allegations that why those 8 votes has been cancelled by the presiding officer, why the reason has not been given, why their voting, their counting agents were not shown, that why these votes has been cancelled. And in fact, the exercise should take. These are the allegations of the Congress as well as Aam Aadmi Party.
Amandeep, I'm going to ask you to hold your thoughts there, because we also have the first reaction coming in from the Congress Party, the Indie bloc, so to speak. Acharya Pramod Krishnan, a senior Congress leader, in fact, is joining us. Acharya Pramod Krishnan, I want to come to you. Over these mayoral polls, this was being called as a litmus test, sir, for the Indie bloc, the INDI Alliance, so to speak, and they have lost. Your thoughts?
देखिए, पहली बात तो ये है कि चुनाव जब होता है तो एक जीतता है, एक हारता है। जो हारता है वो आरोप लगाता है, जो जीत जाता है वो खुशी मनाता है। हाँ, लेकिन ये हार जीत बहुत नजदीक हुई है, और जो वोट कैंसिल हुआ है उसको लेकर के सवाल खड़ा होना स्वाभाविक है। अब क्योंकि इस इलेक्शन के बारे में मुझे ज्यादा जानकारी नहीं है, तो अभी मैं इतना ही कहूंगा कि जो जीते हैं उनको मेरी तरफ से बधाई, और जो हारे हैं वो और अगली तैयारी करें। अब इससे ज्यादा और मैं क्या कह सकता हूं।
पर सर, अगर हम पूरे इंडी अलायंस को देखें, हम 2024 इलेक्शंस की अगर हम बात करें, हर जगह हमें देखने मिल रहा है कि सीनियर पार्टी के, आपके सीनियर अलायंस के लीडर्स एक दूसरे को बात कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के ऊपर एलिगेशंस लगा रहे हैं, और उसके बीच हम ये मेरियल पोल्स भी देखते हैं। किस तरह से देखेंगे, अलायंस रहेगा 2024 तक?
नो, अलायंस रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा ये एक अलग बात है। अलायंस बचा कहाँ है ये एक अलग बात है। मुझे लगता है ममता जी के ये कहने के बाद कि हम बंगाल में अकेले लड़ेंगे, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की पार्टी में जो चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं हमारे मान साहब, उन्होंने कह दिया पंजाब में हम अकेले लड़ेंगे, और नीतीश कुमार जी चले ही गए। तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि अलायंस कहीं है। इंडिया अलायंस नाम का जो गठबंधन या जो भी फॉर्मेट तैयार हुआ था, वो जब से तैयार हुआ, इंडिया अलायंस जब से शुरू हुआ है तभी से गंभीर बीमारियों से ग्रस्त था। कुछ दिनों पहले जब मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान के चुनाव आए तो ये वेंटिलेटर पे चला गया, और नीतीश कुमार जी ने इसका अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया पटना में। तो ये मुझे नहीं लगता कि इंडिया अलायंस नाम का कोई अब कुछ बचा है। अब इंडिया अलायंस का श्राद्ध करने का समय आ गया है, और कांग्रेस पार्टी को हर जगह अकेला लड़ना चाहिए। बैसाखियों के दम पर पहाड़ों पे चला।
All right, Acharya Pramod Krishnan, I want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. And viewers, you heard it here first. The alliance is no more there, is what the Congress is saying. But let me once again go across to Amandeep, who's on the ground. Amandeep, a very disheartened Congress reaction we just heard. Them saying that, there is no India Alliance anymore, that the Congress needs to contest these elections alone is what they're saying. Speak to us a little bit about what you're picking up on the ground as far as the Aam Aadmi Party delegation is also concerned. What are you hearing from the INDI Alliance that had put up a consensus candidate there?
डीसी मौजूद है, एसडीएम मौजूद है, पीसीएस ऑफिसर ईशा कंबोज मौजूद है। बीजेपी ने सरेआम गुंडागर्दी करी।